Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Ooh, the wavy. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Frothy Milkers. I'm Colin.
I'm Isaiah.
And if you are new to our podcast, we talk about it's raw conversations with real people, funny stories, and messed up situations. I always mess that up. I don't know why. But anyway, you were going to say something?
Yeah, raw conversations, real people. And yeah, we just focus on having good conversations, no censorship, things like that. So, hopefully nothing that's said is too offensive or anything like that. But, please don't comment. Don't cry about it.
I'm sure we'll get that.
I know. I'm waiting. I'm sure it's gonna happen at some point. Especially after the last episode. I don't know. My dad was giving me some shit about that.
Wait, what?
Well,
about fascism?
Yeah. Fascism shit. He's like sometimes. He's like, sometimes you were saying some stuff. And I even saw Dennis was trying to reel you in a little bit. But that's life. Things happen. It's all in the spirit of just talking shit, really.
Yes. So today we're gonna talk about hair.
Is that what we're gonna talk about?
Yes, I'm wearing a hat because I actually woke up at like 9:40. So we were supposed to shoot at 9, but I knew he was gonna be late because he's not punctual at all. So.
I'm not a punctual individual, but I tried to set a time. I said 9 o'clock, and then
you're gonna come around like 9:30, 10 o'clock anyway.
Anything. I run on colored people time.
Colored people time. What does that mean?
It means we're always late. I don't know what that's. If we tell you 9, it means 9:30.
Okay.
Be okay with it. If I say 10 minutes, probably 15 to 20. Yeah. That's why I don't tell people 10 minutes though. You know.
Yeah.
I'd be like 7 minutes, right? 13 minutes. I give you a random fuck time because I'm probably gonna show up in that time. Yeah. Within that time. But if I tell you 10 minutes, it's not happening.
He doesn't respect people's time.
I can't say that's not necessarily true. Yeah, I guess I got to get better at that. That's for sure. But I did do pretty good. Yesterday I had Austin, and we were running around, and I was like, "Oh, I'll have you back." He was like, "What time you think you can have me back to my place?" And I said, "I don't know." And then I thought out the day, and I said 4:27. We'll call it a solid 4:27.
4:27. That's very specific.
It is very specific. But you know what time I had him back?
4:27.
4:23. But
okay.
but yeah, right. But still within that window, right? Mm-hmm. Within that time frame, and I was only 4 minutes shy of what I said. So I'm not gonna say I'm getting better, but I need to get better. Yes. I can get better. I can do it.
He can change.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Cause isn't it weird how I see people? It's either you don't change, you will never change, or you've changed. Which one is it?
Right. So
does it depend on the person?
It does, cause it's and I wouldn't say it depends on the person that's changing. It depends on your perspective, right? The person, how they respond to that change or that lack of change, I guess. Because if somebody's like, "Oh, you're changing," in a bad way to them, that's how they perceive it, right? Maybe it's a bad way to them. Maybe it is a bad way. Maybe you're fucking doing heroin or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But, maybe you're changing in a bad way. Or maybe you're starting to focus more on yourself and doing things like that. So maybe, in terms of, say, in a relationship or whatever, you're focusing on yourself. You're doing things for yourself. So you start paying more, you pay less attention to that individual. And they're like, you're changing. You know what I mean? Whereas, if they want you to change, right? If they're like, "Oh, you're already someone that focuses so much on your own thing and your job or whatever, and they want you to change because they want you to pay more attention to them or they want you to be there more for them," and then they're like, "Oh, you don't change, you never change." Right? You see what I'm saying? So it's up to the person that
wants you
exactly
to change
right,
or not change.
Exactly, yeah. It sucks because you can change for yourself, and you can change in great ways, but if they don't like it, they don't fucking like it, and they'll be like, "Oh, you're changing." Yeah. I don't like it. Yes. Yeah, it's weird. It could even weight loss, right? Let's say if you didn't like that I am no longer 250 pounds and you're like, you changed, I don't like you, right? For whatever fucking reason, right?
I don't like that you're getting healthier.
Yeah, you know, like our friendship hasn't changed at all, but just one day you just looked at me and you're like, I don't like that he's not fucking fat anymore, you know? Like, yeah, you know, but like it's again, that's completely on you. I literally made a better change for myself, and if you don't fucking like it, I'm sorry, you know? But yeah, and then I think of in Thor Ragnarok, we're not talking about hair. I think of in Thor Ragnarok that there's a scene where like Thor says it to Loki. He says, "You see, Loki, life is about growth. It's about change. It's about whatever." And he goes, "And you seem to just want to stay the same."
Yes.
And I don't know why that line fucking kills me. First of all, every time I hear it, I laugh. But I also agree, and that's just like, yeah, there are just certain people that like. Again, but that's coming from a perspective of people that want them to change, because if they're fucking happy doing their own thing, then why do they really need to change, right? Mm-hmm. If they're happy, if they're doing all right. Loki, as we know, is not doing all right, but, you know, there are plenty of Lokis in the world that aren't doing all right and they don't want to change. But, yeah, I think about that line, too, and I'm like, yeah, there are a lot of people that probably should change, but is that only my perspective?
I don't know. I did hear this one line from this group, they're YouTubers, they're called the Tiny Meat Gang, and they had this one they're funny guys. They had this one line, Noel, I think that's his name, yeah, Noel. He had this one line, it was like, you stick to all cap, we stick to low key, call me Thor cause you want my fucking hammer low key. And I was like, that's good.
Poetry.
Yes, it really was. I was like, ooh, when I heard that line. I still do when I hear it. That's it. The song's called Broke Bitch. Good song. Yeah.
A song called Broke Bitch by the Tiny Meat Gang. In case you needed that one. In case you really, were curious.
Yes.
Damn, that's neat. Sorry, I don't even remember how we got to.
They even have a song called Short Kings too, featuring Black Bear. That's a really good song.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, I'm sure you love that one because you're always like, oh, we're Short Kings.
Yes.
No.
Empowerment to the Short Kings. That's anybody under 6 foot if you're just listening. If you don't know what a Short King is.
Yeah, but we're right there.
It's Short King Spring.
Short King Spring.
Yes.
It's not spring anymore.
No, wait, no. It is still spring.
Is it?
Summer comes June 21st.
Yeah, during the solstice.
That'll be Short King Summer.
But Short King Summer.
We'll extend it.
See, yeah, that actually threw me for a little bit because I know like a lot of people are just like, I mean, most people would just consider the start of the summer after Memorial Day, but that's not true. As you just said, it just happens on the 21st.
21st.
That's when it's officially summer.
Pretty sure. Wait, let me just double check my calendar.
I think it is. I think you're right.
Boop, 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 boop.
Boop, 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 boop. We're checking calendars because we don't know things.
Oh, well, it doesn't say. Juneteenth's coming up.
Was that my chair that just made a rip-ass noise?
I think so.
Wasn't my chair.
Not my chair.
Nope, it was my ass. I just let one rip live.
Like Jose, his chair was like squeaking
the whole time
in the Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but he also he couldn't sit still for like 2 seconds.
Chill.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, did you want to talk about hair at all? Since that's what you freaking. Yeah. Sorry, folks. I know we got trailed off, but change people, or don't change.
I changed my hair.
Speaking of change, look at that. Colin, you're changing, and I don't like it.
The reveal.
Big reveal.
Here it is.
Not for those of you that can't see it. Oh, blonde car.
Well, so it was supposed to be. Hold on, let me put this back on because it looks horrendous.
It's supposed to be silver fox, right?
So it was supposed to be gray, and it was gray. But like
it was. I
used the purple shampoo and purple conditioner, which is supposed to tone it down and like keep it gray, like gray and silver. But I don't know, it's not working. I don't know if like it's the sun or something. But yeah, I just always wanted to change my hair to gray to see what it looks like, because you never know. Tomorrow's never promised, and I wanted to see what it looked like with gray hair. And so I think by the end of this month or something, I might change it back because it's not curling. And that scares me. I mean, dyeing it back black is not going to make it curl. But
right, but I mean,
yeah,
you gotta try and return your hair to its natural
Yeah.
state. Yeah,
exactly. And I don't want to cut it all off.
Did you bleach it at all?
Yeah. I don't know if they bleached it. They just used. Wait.
Fuck. I'm sure they did.
I think so.
'Cause
Yeah.
you
They
have
used
dark hair, my boy.
and then toner. Toner was like the last thing to make it like that gray. Yeah. Yeah. They bleached it and then they used toner to make it that white, grayish.
I mean, I don't
silver.
know much about bleaching, but I hope it didn't kill like.
No,
like
like
that
my
you-
roots are coming back. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm
absolutely
saying.
coming
So
back,
like
yeah.
they would have to wait a long time for your hair to start curling again.
Yeah. But I do kind of like it because now I can like comb it back and it
Mhm.
doesn't curl in the back, so that's
Mm.
kind of a plus.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hmm.
I will probably get a cut and then see what that looks like because they'll probably like cut the sides and then a little bit off the top, and then it's gonna grow like weird and just like have silver tips, and then I'll just might dye it all back black.
Right. I mean, the silver look that you were rocking for like the 2 days that it lasted.
The
or
two-
whatever,
it was like a week, I
that
think.
that was a pretty good look for sure.
Yeah.
I thought I was like, chill, Colin. Who are you?
Yeah.
Looking like my grandpa or some shit.
Grandpa.
But yeah, no, I think, but I don't think I'm not mad at the blonde. It's definitely not a bad look for you. And I think, have you been wearing beanies a lot though? Have you been wearing hats a lot since you dyed your hair?
Yeah, just because I have to wear it at work. That's like the only, so like 5 days a week. But
Wow.
like when I'm not, yeah.
You're
I-
not wearing a hat?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, because if you dyed your hair and you just been putting a hat on it, you shouldn't have dyed your hair. That was stupid. Mine, I need a freaking trim. That's what I need.
Trim.
I'm getting to the point of like Jesus territory.
Jesus.
You know,
Territory.
but not in the way I want. Like, I think some of these ends are a little split. But these curls, you see these coily curls? That's crazy. Anyways, I don't know. Maybe we can get a close up. Anyways.
Yeah. I'm not gonna put it close up.
Damn. but freaking, yeah, no, I definitely need a trim again. I think it's just getting too much. It's getting a little too out of hand.
Mm.
I mean, it's the summer, and my hair is hot and it's heavy, and it's thick. So, like, if I wear like today I'm wearing my hair down. If I spend a good amount of time like outside and stuff like that, like I'll be very sweaty on my neck. So I'm thinking about kind of going.
Like when you went to that Mario's wedding.
Yeah, pretty much. So
Mario
that's
was one
where
of Isaiah's friends.
Yeah, that's where. So I modeled my hairstyle these days for the past like 2 years off of Kit Harington, Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. If you don't know who I'm talking about, love that man. And what really happened is I was working on a set of a show, and I had this. Oh, what was she? Lebanese or something like that. Some girl that I was working with on the day, and we were just sitting there at the table having a conversation.
Lebanese. Okay, continue.
Lebanese or like, I don't know, whatever. We're sitting there having a conversation. It was like a group of like 5 people, and at the time I was still like 230 pounds, so no. But she goes, "Oh my God, has anyone ever told you that you look exactly like Jon Snow from Game of Thrones?"
Did you say in Puerto Rican form?
No. She just said you look exactly like Jon Snow. I said, no. No one's ever told me that. You know?
Isn't he Caucasian?
I don't know. He's like Scottish or some shit. I don't know. So yeah, sure. But he's like, yeah. But yeah, I'm like, no one's ever fucking told me that for sure. Right? I was like, I'm a 230 pound Puerto
Yeah, I was
Rican
gonna
dude.
say, wait, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
right. I was like, no.
Oh, did
nobody's
you
ever told
mean
me that.
Maui from Moana?
Yeah, right. That's definitely more of a ballpark. But then I was like, well, you know what? She said it. So I was like, let me see if I can get my hair cut like that, because we had similar hair textures and things like that. So I'm like, well, you know what? If I look like it, then maybe I could rock it. And I was vibing. That's why I have that picture, that side by side of me when I was wearing like the outfit for Mario's wedding, the white like button down and the gray pants, and then I found a freaking picture of Kit Harington wearing like a white suit. I put him side by side. That made me
office meme. What are the difference between these two pictures? I don't
They're
see
the same
They're the
picture.
same picture.
They're the same picture. Yeah, so that started hyping me up, and I was like, you know what? I can rock this look for a while. So that's kind of been my hairstyle for a bit, is the Kit Harington, Jon Snow kind of do a little swoop to the right when my hair's down, and I don't know. I think chicks dig it.
You should like cut it down to like only like 3 or 4 inches on the top, and then like cut the sides. I just want to see what it looks like.
I know. I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about doing the Sokka, like straight up just shaving my sides and leaving my warrior's wolf tail. You know.
Warrior's wolf tail.
Yeah, there's an episode where like his sister Katara, she makes fun of him for it. She's like, "Oh, what's wrong with ponytails, ponytail?" And he's like, "This is a warrior's wolf tail." And I felt that, cause yeah, the warrior's wolf tail. But yeah, I mean, I've thought about doing that. I've thought about, I know you did braids for a little bit, so I've thought about getting braids, and seeing how that jives for me. I've thought about dyeing my hair, on some weird random shit.
What color?
Crazy. So my 2K character, I made his hair red, and I was like, I wonder. I also made his hair white, and I was like, I wonder. So, and he has the braids, so he has the braids going up into the ponytail, and then
was it just like the ponytail part
or the bun,
or just your whole hair red?
It was the whole thing. The whole thing was red, and I was like, But you know, with my 2K character, since I scanned my face, that's like the best that I'm gonna get with like, oh, what do I look like? You know, like that without having to do it. So that's something that I've been considering for sure. My phone just vibrated. I'm sorry if it made any noise. But again,
do not disturb.
Yeah,
Come on.
I thought I did.
We're supposed to be professional here. See, mine has a little moon on it. That means do not disturb. The new update.
Mine also has a little moon on it.
Now it does.
And a little ray of sunshine. It's my niece. You can't see her, but she's adorable.
We're gonna blur that out because she's a minor.
Okay. All right. I love her. Fine. But anyways, I don't know what we were saying. Something about hair. Yeah, I was thinking about hair. Yeah, I was thinking about coloring my hair. But I don't know. That's pretty drastic move, you know? Again, especially if I went with something like red. That's spicy.
Yeah.
You think I could pull it off though? What do you think?
I know KSI. Do you know who KSI is? YouTuber.
Sounds familiar.
Jake Paul and him did a boxing match.
Okay.
You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. He dyed his hair like red, but then he dyed it back. But I don't know.
Should I just do like
maybe the tips or something like that?
Yeah, like tips or like the highlights.
Yeah, maybe highlights. Yeah.
Red highlights.
Guy lights.
Yeah.
I've been told that's not a thing.
Guy lights.
It's just highlights. Yeah. It's highlights for guys. Guy lights.
Did you make that term up?
No, that's what I just.
Where'd you hear it?
I don't know. I heard it from
exactly. It's because you didn't.
The internet probably.
Doubt it.
Yeah, I did. But I did have highlights or guy lights or whatever you want to refer to it as. I had them
highlights.
In 5th grade.
5th grade.
Yeah, they were like blonde highlights, and it was awful. I don't know why I did it.
Heard it was awful.
It was.
And then you just decided to dye your whole head white.
Yeah, because that's cool.
Fair.
I mean, this video probably won't age well, and I'll be like, why did I do that? My hair, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll see where you're feeling about it in like 3 years. I'll be like, Colin, remember when you dyed your hair white and you were like, shut the fuck up.
Something like that. I don't know.
Like, I don't know why I fucking did that. Shitting on yourself.
Probably.
But it's okay, because I'll still be there to say, I love you. And I know you'll say,
there.
Thanks. I can always count on a thanks.
Yes.
That's it.
But growing up, I didn't really like my curly hair. I don't know. Did you like?
I love it.
You didn't really have. Did you grow out your hair when you were younger?
I grew out my hair when I was in like 3rd and 4th grade. And then I started cutting it. And then like I always knew that I liked having hair, right? Like I didn't want to have. I had like a buzz cut for like a little bit when I was younger, and I knew I didn't like that right away. So I always wanted to have something up top to play with, something that I could style, push back, you know, whatever it was. But yeah, I loved having curly hair for sure. I never was against it. Why were you?
Yeah, so like as a younger, I didn't really like my curly hair, just because it's like so hard to manage and stuff. and like people always wanted to touch it for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you people who wanted to touch
All
your
the
hair
time.
like you're a fucking dog?
Yeah. Right.
Like
Yeah.
it's just like normal hair. It's not different from yours. All it is curly.
Right.
And I saw my cousin the other day, and her we were talking about her daughter. She has like curly hair, and she like when she was going to a different school, they're a military family, so they like move from place to place. And so when she was at one school, she said she didn't really like her curly hair. And then when she moved to this new school where she's at now, people say like people love her hair. And it's just like, I believe like the people in that environment were different. So they like the people in the previous environment they weren't really used to like seeing people with curly hair, but like in this different environment, there's more diversity. And so like people like that.
Right.
And so like, I think maybe that's why I didn't really like my hair, because of like, it wasn't as like, we didn't have diversity in like my school. Well, like there's like few people like here and there, but yeah, but like people now say they like my hair, so I like it now.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing. I've always gotten compliments on my hair. Like it was, I won best hair, and that was my senior standout when I was in high school.
What is it? What's that called? There's a certain specific name for it. I forget. For like best dress, best.
Oh, it's best hair. Like I literally won. Yeah.
No,
best
but there's
hair.
like a specific terminology for like, they have it on like Jimmy Fallon too. Like there's like a yearbook thing. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I know it was in my yearbook. It was called our senior standout.
Okay.
But yeah. So I literally had I won best hair, and that was voted by a bunch of white kids. You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of white kids that don't have hair like mine. So shout out to you girls, class of 2017. Whatever, because I'm sure it wasn't the dudes. I'm sure they didn't even vote. Yeah. So, but that's something I do think of that's interesting is like, I think my little cousin, when he was younger, he wanted to grow his hair out, and he has, really curly hair, Lucas. And he has really curly hair, so he wanted to grow his hair out, and he was into that. And then, he saw me that I had, big hair and things like that. And, my brother's like, oh yeah, it's cool to grow your hair out, right? And then, we don't see him for a little bit, and he's like talking about how he likes his hair, how it's growing, he likes his curls, whatever. And then all of a sudden, we see him again, and he's like, no, I don't like my hair, I don't like that, I don't like this, I don't like that, I want to get it cut, I want to, whatever. Then we find out that, there's other influences and things like that around him that are like, oh, don't you want to get a haircut? Don't don't you want to get rid of that? Aren't you tired of looking raggedy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, putting these ideas inside of their head. Meanwhile, it's like, no, that's not the case. The kid wants to grow out his hair, let him grow out his hair.
He's young, yeah.
Yeah, do I look raggedy? Maybe. Do I give a rat's ass? Nope. Again, like I said, in my experience, I've had nothing but good things from having this hair. I've had beautiful women tell me that they love it. I've had an entire class of 240 white kids put me at the forefront for it.
Forefront.
And they're like, yeah, who has best hair? That's big. So yeah. Again, yeah, to put those ideas, to plant those ideas, and, whether they're coming from within the household or from their environment themselves. It sucks that your cousin, was in one school that it was like, oh, kids were like, oh, weird. And then, but she gets to another one, and they're like, oh, yeah, we love those curls and shit like that. And who could it be, too, that, that's doing that? Could it be, right, again, like I just said, and you even said people around here, they wanted to touch your hair and shit like that because it was so different. It was diverse, right? But whereas maybe it's closer within your own culture that your hair is nothing, right? But if people are used to seeing your hair all the time or whatever, like, whatever, right? And I've heard plenty of, like, Hispanic, colored people, whatever you want to call it, that they'll see somebody with curls or whatever that have like product in their hair, and they're like, that shit's oily. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, just instantly just talking shit, right? Whereas people that don't know anything about this, they're like, oh my god, it's beautiful. Can I touch it? Can I play with it? I just want to run my fingers through it. Can I cut off a chunk and just attach it to my head? I've had somebody say that to me, and I'm like, no, you fucking nut. Yeah, what the hell? That's a weird request. You can touch it. Don't fucking cut it off. But And then it's another thing. My hair is, you know, to me, perfect. I could wrap this up in 4 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, my hair to me is that's my, you know, my Samson-esque connection, right? Like to me, this is my connection with God. This is my connection with the big man, you know. And this is like
The Lord.
there's a lot of what makes me who I am for sure. There's a part of my personality. I used to say when I was fat, I used to say that you know, when I lost weight and I was happier with how I look, that I would cut my hair, right? That didn't happen because now I'm like, damn, I look even better with long hair and not 250 pounds. So probably not happening. But this is just because it just become a part of me. And I told you when I was, you know, having that conversation with my broker, right, about my hair, and that she mentioned the professionalism aspect of like with my hair and things like that. And I just said, I'm sorry, but this is a part of who I am, and I'm not going to compromise who I am to sell houses and things like that. You know, I'm sorry that that's how you feel, but you hired me this way. So obviously my hair was not an issue. And I used the story of Samson. I was like, if I cut this thing off, I lose who I am. I won't have my strength anymore. I won't, you know, whatever. And she looked at me like I was crazy. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Sounds
I know.
bit narcissistic.
Why? What's narcissistic about it?
I mean, like I know you can care about your looks, but like you're saying, like that's like you're losing your strength just because of your hair.
Well, no, I'm saying,
like,
again,
too much.
What I'm saying is that this is just a part of my personality. This has become a part of me, right? When people think of me, when they associate me, they think of a guy with a ponytail and a beard, probably. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why it's become so much of a part of who I am, and I like the vibes of it, right? I like freaking having my hair down, and if I'm doing capoeira or whatever, and it's like waving around, whipping around, I like the flow, right? That whole idea of it. So, I mean, I don't know I don't think it's narcissistic. Again, I don't understand the narcissistic aspect of it. I'm looking for more.
Oh.
Yeah, you fuck. Again, I don't understand the narcissistic
like
aspect.
Just caring too much about your looks. I mean, just like, I don't know, maybe like just change it up, see what it looks like. I don't know. No. Cause it's not like it's not because I think I'm ugly without it. Okay.
Yeah, that's why. Say. Yeah, no, that's why.
Okay.
It's not because I think I'm ugly without my hair. It's a personal connection that I have to it, right? You know, it's that, again, I feel like it makes up a part of who I am, right? It's a conversation piece. It's something that, you know, it's one of my best qualities for sure, one of my best traits in terms of, sure, physically, but yeah, it's just it's a connection that I have with my hair that. My hair and I have been through a lot, right? It's fucking 6 years on this head. It's seen a lot. So, yeah.
Cool.
I don't know. But it's not because I think I'll be ugly without it. Yeah, fuck.
All right. Well, I believe that'll be our time today. Thank you for listening. Follow us on Instagram at Frothy Milkers Official. Yes, Frothy Milkers Official. Yeah, on Instagram. That's pretty much it.
YouTube, Spotify.
YouTube, yep, we're on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts.
Did we ever make it to Apple? Did we ever figure out what the Apple thing is?
I don't know.
I know.
Goodbye.
Apple's playing fucking games.
They billed me. Cancel the subscription.
They billed me.